So you're thinking of moving to Dallas, Texas? Well, today we want to get into discussing how the move to Dallas, Texas is going to change your life.
It'll change your life, trust me.
And we hope, for the most part, that it's going to be a change for the better. A lot of people are relocating here to the Dallas area, and we want to talk about the things that we're hearing and how exactly it's going to change your life. And we're going to get after that right now. What's up, everybody? I'm Kristen Carpentier with the Living in Dallas team, located right here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. And if this is your first time to our channel and you want to know everything there is to know about what it's like to eat, sleep, live, work, and play here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, don't forget to click that subscribe button down below and hit that bell for notifications. We are getting calls, texts, and emails every single day from people wanting to make that move here, and we absolutely love it. So whether you're moving next week, next month, or even next year, feel free to reach out, call us, text us, send us an email, and let us know what we can do to help you make that smooth move here to the Dallas, Texas area. All right, so what's it going to do to change your life by moving to Dallas? Obviously, Dallas probably isn't for everybody. Not everybody can handle the heat.
Come on, I'm burning. My lungs are burning.
But you know what? There's a lot of reasons why people are moving here. So maybe if it's not for you, you don't need to keep watching. But for those that do, let's get into some of these great reasons how it can change your life by moving here. And one of the biggest things that we get asked and talk about all the time are the number of activities that we have here in Dallas. So maybe you're moving from somewhere cold and you're tired of being outside and having to shovel all of that snow. Well, here in Texas, for the most part, you're almost never going to have to do that. Once in a blue moon, there might be a little bit of snow that you might need to shovel. And hopefully you know a neighbor or somebody that does have that shovel to borrow. But for the most part, we don't have it here. But what we do have are a number of lakes that you can go and enjoy. So the lake life here in Dallas is a very big deal. And maybe you've never been on a lake before. Maybe you've never really had access to a boat. Well, you can sign up for the boat club. You can hopefully have friends with a boat. And if not, maybe you can just buy your own boat someday as well. Because going out on the lake is just certainly something that a lot of people enjoy doing, especially in the summertime when the heat really is that unbearable. And it's not like we have the beaches like California or Florida with the waves or anything, but there are some areas here in the Dallas area where they have built their own man-made beaches on some of these lakes. So definitely a little bonus if you can't quite get to the beach on your own, living here in the Dallas area. But lakes aren't just for boating. We can get out and use our paddle boards and our kayaks and go out and just go swimming as well. So definitely one huge bonus on how to keep cool here in the summertime. But we also have plenty of pools. And if you don't have a pool in your backyard, which hopefully a lot of people do because they do like to keep cool in the privacy of their backyard, we have multiple community pools in a lot of these great areas throughout the Dallas area. Whether it's the community pool within the city or the community pool within your neighborhood, definitely lots of options to keep cool in the summertime. We also have multiple water parks throughout the Dallas area. We do have Hurricane Harbor, which is part of the Six Flags community, and we do have Six Flags here as well if you are more into the roller coaster type of a thing. But lots of options for activities all throughout the Dallas area for any number of reasons to keep cool. But another big draw for activities here in the Dallas area are the number of sports that you can go and enjoy, not only watching, but also participating in. Obviously, Dallas is home to the Dallas Cowboys, but we also have every other pro sports team as well. Everything from the Texas Rangers to the Dallas Mavericks, as well as the Dallas Stars hockey team. So you can go and enjoy a professional sporting event, but we also have multiple minor league teams here in the Dallas area as well. So maybe these big, huge stadiums for professional sports isn't your thing, and maybe you like the smaller atmosphere of these minor league teams. So it is nice to be able to have multiple options when finding activities that you can go and participate in on a date night or with your family as well. So we love that about living here in Dallas, is the number of things that we can participate in. And it doesn't seem that there is ever a shortage of activities to find to do on a weekend, especially if your kids are in sports. If your kids are in sports, we can guarantee that you are going to be taking up a huge chunk of time in driving your kids all around Dallas to participate in whether it's a baseball game or a soccer game once they get into club sports as well. But maybe sports aren't necessarily your thing either, and you just like to get out and have a good time. There are so many cities all throughout the Dallas area that are always putting on some version of a community event or festival that you can get out and enjoy. Whether it's a hot air balloon festival or a concert or any number of things, there's always going to be something that you can find to do by living here in the Dallas area. Another great thing that could change your life when moving here is the job growth that Dallas is seeing. Dallas is home to a number of companies that have relocated all of their operations here to the Dallas area. People love the fact that we don't have to pay a state income tax. So by moving their jobs here to Dallas, or by actually starting to work from home and knowing that they can work from anywhere, a lot of people are choosing to move to Texas. But maybe you've moved here and you just need to find a new job because the job wasn't exactly what you expected. The number of jobs and opportunities that you can find all throughout the Dallas area are quite significant. And we have had actually a number of clients who've moved here, and when the job didn't really pan out like the way they expected, they loved living here in Dallas so much that they just found another job here in the Dallas marketplace. So knowing that so many jobs are relocating here and knowing that the opportunity to find employment is a lot greater than some of these other areas that you might be living in all around the country has been a huge bonus for people having made that move here. So our job growth and the opportunities living here has been a huge bonus for a lot of our clients. And one of our favorite things that we love to talk about is the food here in Texas. And maybe you're moving from somewhere that, you don't have a ton of options. Maybe it all kind of seems the same. Well, the Dallas, Texas area is such a huge melting pot for so many different cultures that we have found some fantastic food that we have gotten to dive in and get to enjoy. We moved from Arizona, where Mexican food was definitely a little bit more on the authentic side. And when we moved to Texas, it was more on the Tex-Mex side. It doesn't mean that we don't love it, and there haven't been some fantastic restaurants, but it was different than where we came from. But on top of that, we have found numerous other restaurants and food and things that we have just grown to absolutely love here in the Dallas area. We have found multiple food festivals that have gone on here in Dallas, and you can go and try tons of different barbecue options. There was a great Mexican food festival where you could find every taco that you can imagine, as well as salsa. And, I do love me some chips and salsa growing up, but goodness, give me my own basket of chips and salsa and I am super happy.
Oh, we need more salsa. Where's the salsa? No salsa.
But we have also found plenty of Middle Eastern food and Indian food, as well as obviously barbecue and Italian. So no matter what it is that you're looking for food-wise, Texas has tons of fantastic options here in the DFW area. And not to mention, go find your favorite food festival and try out a sampling of tons of different restaurants so that you can pick your favorite. And we touched on this a little bit, but definitely one of the biggest changes when moving here is the great sense of community. And so many of these communities have so many great reasons to go and be a part of them. We have found that every city that we have helped clients move into, it's like the entire community just seems to get everybody involved. No matter if you're moving to the city of Plano or the city of Frisco or even the city of Flower Mound or the city of Capel, the amount of community events that so many of these cities have in and around the Dallas area just make it that much more enjoyable knowing where you move your family to. So we love helping people move into some of these communities, knowing that, you can go out to the bike parade or the hot air balloon festival or have movie night at the park. And almost every city that we have found has some version of opportunity to get out and enjoy. And if you live in the city right next door, it's just nice to be able to go out to some of these parks, for instance, or some of these community areas and just get to know what it's like and the type of people that you might be living right next door to. And it's probably one of our favorite things living here in the Dallas area, because it's not like you have to go downtown for every little event that happens. There are community events that are happening all throughout the Metroplex, and pretty much every weekend you can go find something to do. So that is something fun that we have looked forward to, kind of like looking around town on what's taking place and what's happening, and going and being able to check it out and having a great reason to get out and enjoy the weather, especially when it's nice. A lot of these cities might have great art festivals, or in Grapevine, they have Grape Fest, where, pretty much they bring out all of the wineries. And of course, multiple cities have some version of an Oktoberfest that you can go and participate in. And another great reason that people have loved moving here is the amount of great neighbors and great communities that people have moved into. Whether you get your kids into a certain school and you're walking your kids to school and everybody is saying hi to everybody. When we first moved into our last house, we had multiple neighbors stopping in to introduce themselves and wanting to get to know us. And we absolutely loved that. When we moved here, people, it's kind of like everywhere we went, the people at the grocery store, the people down at the community center, or even just out walking, taking your kids on a walk or playing at the park, everybody just seemed so kind and helpful. And when they got to know you and they realized that you'd moved from out of state and you hadn't been here very long, so many people have been just so welcoming on if you need a dentist, or you want to know a great restaurant to go eat dinner at, or call me if you need a cup of sugar. There has definitely been a lot of that when we moved here to Dallas, on people wanting to help other people just feel more at home and feel part of the community that they moved into. And back a couple years ago, when we had that crazy snowstorm here in the Dallas area, the amount of people that were posting, I have a truck, I can come pull you out, or if you need me to pick up, milk or drop off food because I can get out in the snow. It was just so heartwarming to see communities come together and help people who actually were in need. So not only just, can I borrow a cup of sugar, but just truly if there really was an emergency, you knew that there were great people out there within the community that could actually come and help you. And one of the biggest things that we should talk about when you're making that move here to the Dallas, Texas area is you may actually start to like country music. I know. Back in the day, I swore I would never like country music. When we moved to Texas, my kids were like, I hate country music. And next thing you know, when your daughter starts asking for some cowboy boots or just sitting out with these kids blasting their country music, you definitely start to adapt. And even if you hate it and you swear you're going to hate country music, I promise you, it'll probably start to grow on you. I know I might get a lot of hate for that. I know a lot of people hate country music, but when you get down to your roots here in Texas and you become a true Texan, and it really does change your life, you just may change your tune. So if you're thinking of moving here to the Dallas, Texas area, and there's anything that we can do to help make that smooth that much easier, don't forget to reach out, give us a call, shoot us a text, and send us an email, and let us know what we can do to help you make that smooth move here to the Dallas, Texas area.